Good afternoon. Welcome into our WBAY newsroom and to our First Alert FastCast this afternoon. I am Chris Roth, and we're interrupting local news live now to bring you the latest that we are working on locally for you here today. And we begin with a story that's been a little bit out of the news as of late, but it is back in today. Let's take you to Two Rivers, where a large coordinated search effort is underway today to find missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu. Sources telling us that this is only a coordinated effort, and the latest search effort was not sparked by new information. However, we have just been informed that the Two Rivers Police Department will be issuing a press release coming up around the top of the hour. What you're looking at here are multiple agencies, including from Ozaukee, Greene, Trempealeau, Outagamie, Sheboygan, and Oconto County, called up by the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation today to search for Elijah. About 54 drone teams are currently out on this site near Two Rivers. We have a crew on that scene. We'll bring you updates as they're warranted, and we'll of course have reports coming up on Action 2 News starting at 4 o'clock. Elijah Vu was reported missing. Let's bring back his picture here again so you can see him there. Elijah Vu, as you know, was reported missing on February 20th. So the search for him now in its 6th week, and as we have reported, his mother Katrina Bauer and her boyfriend Jesse Vang, there you see them, who was Elijah's caregiver at the time he went missing. They are both in jail on felony charges of chronic child neglect. But again, that large drone search effort taking place today, 54 drone teams in use, multiple agencies out there on Two Rivers. And again, to repeat, let's bring up some information here for you. We are told that Two Rivers Police will be issuing a statement around the top of the hour. As to what that statement is, we don't know, but if it is new information in this case of the missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu, we will certainly bring it to you as soon as it becomes available. Also today, we have an update from Crandon. The school district there says it has now installed carbon monoxide detectors in all schools, and that those schools will reopen as planned on Tuesday next week. The schools have been closed since this incident on March 14th that saw multiple students, staff, and some EMTs even fall ill, some needing to be hospitalized. The district was releasing more information today. That includes that while carbon monoxide, this according to the district, was suspected, the hazardous materials teams didn't detect harmful levels on the day of the incident nor during subsequent tests. According to reports from local the majority of patients also did not have elevated levels of carbon monoxide in their blood. And additional tests for water contamination, hazardous metals, and other harmful chemicals and substances have not revealed anything abnormal. They did a thorough cleaning in there. They've installed the carbon monoxide detectors, and schools will open on April 2nd. Last week, Governor Evers, among the legislation that he signed, was a bill that paves the way now for nearly $80 million in federal money to be used to build electric vehicle supercharging stations throughout Wisconsin. This will go along interstates and highways. It's part of a federal plan, but that money is now released thanks to this legislation. The Secretary of the Department of Transportation in Wisconsin says that soon people will be able to travel 85% of the state and not be more than 25 miles away from one of these, a charging station. That Secretary, Craig Thompson, is going to join me today at 4:30 to answer the question of how soon and a whole lot more. All right, let's turn now to our weather. Let's take a peek outside. Let's go west, shall we? Because that's usually where it comes from. It's a beautiful picture out there in Shawano, and we'll bring in meteorologist David Ernst to let us know if those beautiful skies are going to continue and what's to come for us. Hello, David.
Good afternoon to you, Chris. In short, beautiful weather will continue, at least in terms of those sky conditions, but it will be during the short term that we see that remain the case, as we'll be looking for mostly sunny skies tomorrow. Clouds will increase, thicken up late tomorrow night, and then on Saturday we do have a wintry mix coming in, rain showers south and more in the way of snow or that mix up north. But as far as things go this afternoon, beautiful conditions out there. Temperature is 41 right now in the Oshkosh area, a nice bright blue sunny sky there. Winds have been weaker overall today compared to how they were yesterday, but we're still up around 15 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour sustained. I would say the biggest difference is going to be those wind gusts. At times today, we have seen some 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts, and in a few cases perhaps a little stronger than that, although everything is under 30 on the board right there. Yesterday, most of those gusts were generally in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range. As expected, temperatures have been running warmer overall. We're 5-10 degrees milder right now than we were yesterday at this same time. In fact, let's go ahead and check those current temperatures. We are sitting right around 40 degrees in the Fox Cities, some low 40s to the west and mid and upper 30s elsewhere. So again, warmer than it was. Looking ahead at tonight, there's not going to be a whole lot going on. Winds will weaken further, and as we get into the night, for the most part, that wind should be under 5 miles per hour. In fact, could be calm for a time there on Friday morning. Mostly sunny as we start Friday, and it looked like yesterday we might see a few more clouds roll in during the day, but the latest guidance coming in would suggest that we stay mostly sunny through the afternoon hours, and it won't really be until the evening as the sun is starting to set that we begin to see those clouds thicken up. We're dry either way on Friday. It's going to be into the nighttime hours that we would start to see some wintry mix or some snow developing. So let's take a quick look here at our next weather maker. Again, Friday late is when the clouds start to roll in, and you'll notice back into western Wisconsin. That's where that wintry mix starts to set up. It moves in overnight during the pre-dawn hours. We're just starting to get into it. If anything, the system perhaps is slowing down just a touch compared to yesterday. So you'll notice the rain, Green Bay southward, with some snow and a wintry mix north, and some of that wintry mix could include some freezing rain, maybe a little light icing in spots there across north central Wisconsin, especially as the system is beginning to pull away and temperatures aloft are rising. It might help to melt away some of that snow as it's falling, but the surface temperature could still be down below 32. Once we get past the lunch hour, snow mix is on its way out. For the most part, this won't be a big weather maker around the Fox Valley other than just some rain showers, but guidance is kicking out 2 to 4 inches of snow possible across some of those northern areas. So that's definitely something to pay attention to if you are going to be traveling this Easter holiday weekend. As far as Easter Sunday goes, looks like we'll see a lot of cloud cover, but I would anticipate a dry forecast. There's another system coming into the area late Sunday night into Monday, and that one has kind of been all over the place. When I looked at guidance this morning, and even yesterday afternoon, the trend was kind of shifting that system to the south, and then the latest runs that have come in this afternoon have bumped it back to the north. So still keeping that chance for some rain or snow in the forecast, and especially north of Green Bay, there may be some accumulating snow in the mix. So we'll be sorting that out over the coming days. But as far as the short term goes, tonight should be a quiet one. We'll see temperatures likely a little milder, perhaps by a couple degrees than they were the last few mornings, but still mid-20s expected. Not much wind at least, and we'll see a mostly sunny sky there on Friday with upper 40s for highs.
All right, David, we'll take it. Thank you very much. And we will see you coming up tonight on Action 2 News 4 and 5 and 6 o'clock. So David Ernst, we thank you, and we thank you for tuning in this afternoon. And again, we're about 12 minutes away from the top of the hour here, and we are expecting to hear something from Two Rivers Police. They are expected to issue a statement to recap what we told you earlier, that large coordinated drone search effort today. But we were told, our crew on the scene, sources telling them that this wasn't because of new information, but it was a heavy coordinated search effort with what we were told were 54 drone teams searching that area, new Two Rivers. And again, Two Rivers Police expected to issue a statement here close to the top of the hour. And if it contains new information, we will certainly bring that to you as soon as we can. We thank you for joining us this afternoon. We'll return you now to Local News Live, and we'll see you back here tonight on Action 2 News at 4, 4:35, and 6 o'clock. So long, everybody.